Welcome to Deep River Farm, folks. Well, I don't know if you've seen the weather yet, but it looks like we're getting ready to be in for it. It's supposed to be some really cold weather coming. I heard them say that Dallas, Texas was going to get a lot of snow, and there's a lot of tornado threats coming up through Louisiana, Mississippi, southern Alabama areas. And then the temperatures are going to fall severely. And up in New England, they're calling for possible blizzard conditions. And all of this is set to take effect, it sounds like, coming in toward the weekend. I didn't get the exact days they're talking about all this stuff, but just got the gist of what's coming. So, folks, we still got people living in tents. We got people living in tiny sheds. We got people in campers. We got people in makeshift pole barns. We got people living in their houses that are flooded. They still got to be, get the mud out of them. They got mold and mildew in them. And it's the best they can do. But what I wanted to talk to you about this evening, folks, is all these relief centers. Now, we talked about a little bit here a while back about there's a lot of them that's starting to close up. There's starting to be others that are getting pressure put on them. Pressures of higher rent, pressured into buying the facilities that they're in to help the communities, and this type of thing. And folks, we're somewhere around 11 relief centers that we're helping, and they're depending on us, a lot of them solely for the propane, and because they can't afford to fill it. And through the generous donations of all you folks and Prince Propane down in Ludlam, South Carolina, we've been able to withstand the storm. And last week we had some warm temperatures, and that kind of gives the folks a break up there, but what's coming is going to be brutal again. So be in prayer for these folks. And another thing that I wanted to talk to you about while we're talking about these relief centers is these relief centers have notified me, and some of them are starting to run out of supplies. So folks, Holly here at Operation Mountain Relief has created several of these Amazon gift registries for these relief centers because, like I've said before, the smaller ones are closing up. They're running out of resources. They just don't have the funds to keep open, so the pressure is now hitting the surviving relief centers. And as we talked about right before President Trump was inaugurated, there was 2,700 people that Foxtrot Echo Mike Alpha conveniently kicked out of their hotels on the Thursday before Inauguration Day on the 20th, on that Monday. So the relief centers are all saying that they're seeing new faces now. More and more people coming to the relief centers for food, water. Brother Bud told me that he stopped in, I believe he said Newland, up in Avery County, to a relief center that he was helping deliver some stuff to. And he said the guy told him they could set a case of water out or a pallet of water out in 10 minutes, the entire pallet would be gone. And so they're needing food, they're needing water, just all kinds of different essentials, folks. So I'm going to be leaving a link on this video of the relief centers that Holly has been taken care of and built for these different relief centers. These relief centers are notifying her, and letting her know what they need and how much quantity they can hold for their relief center so that they don't get overrun. So folks, when you see these gift registries, and if you'd like to help, please don't order things that are out of stock for that relief center. There's going to be a whole list of them, of these relief centers that Operation Mountain Relief is helping. And so just click on them, look at them, and if you can help, it would be great, because these people are very dependent upon this. A lot of them, when we had that rain a couple of weeks ago, lost their bridges again. The footbridges are gone. So they're stuck again. Now, we got frozen precipitation coming. We got rain coming. And then the polar plunge is coming again. So, as Brother Bud and the Bethel Church are stocking propane tanks again, refilling them, staging them, getting them ready to go, we're going to try to push in and help with the food supplies, the water supplies, and other essentials that are needed for these relief centers to keep them floating until help arrives from other entities. The Army Corps of Engineers are up there. They're working. There's a big crowd of them up there. They're trying to get a lot of the debris out of the rivers. The rivers are still polluted, and there's still a lot of stuff in the ground, in the water, and that type thing. They're working feverishly on the railroad. They've been working 7 days a week trying to get the rail system restored because a lot of the industry up there are relying heavily on railroad. And if the railroads doesn't get fixed here for too long, word has it that these companies could fail because they just can't afford the trucking issue and the prices. And then a lot of them are having to drive way around because the roads are out. For instance, I-40 is still closed. So there's a lot of issues with transportation and stuff up there. And this is prohibiting a lot of stuff from coming in, and a lot of help until these bridges are repaired and fixed on the infrastructure, and the power completely restored and the internet completely restored. These people are operating on a shoestring, so to speak. The power goes in and out sporadically all the time. Some places still does not have communications, and they just rely on word of mouth information to be able to get and find out what's going on. So folks, check these Amazon registries. They're going to be in the description below. And just say a prayer for our folks in Western North Carolina and our folks in Los Angeles that been burnt out. Say a prayer for them. And we don't want to forget about our people in Lahaina that got burnt out. These folks are still not being able to go to their homes that were burnt without a permit. And East Palestine, the water's still contaminated with all the chemicals. Those folks have been forgotten. So we've got some major disasters that have taken place, and Foxtrot Echo Mike Alpha has done nothing but squander, embezzle, and promote unnecessary, blow taxpayer money, and run a shadow government using that agency, along with the other agency, USAID, and there's going to be a lot more discovered. I'm afraid when they get into Social Security, they're really going to find some mismanagement, and we wonder why our seniors can't hardly make it. They'll give them a little bit of dangle a carrot out there for them, and give them $30 or $40 a month raise, and what happens? Medicare insurance goes up. Well, we already know that they were squandering the Medicare insurance, took a lot of money out of the Medicare insurance fund, the previous administration, and was using it to fund electric vehicle incentives for people to buy them. So if you'd buy an electric vehicle, you'd get a rebate. And that's where that money came from, was out of the Medicare. So it's all a big scam. It's all an agenda. And they're out for control and power and as much money as they can get in their pockets. So folks, I appreciate you joining me. If you can help any way possible with all these relief centers, that information is going to be listed below. And also, don't forget on February the 18th at 5:30 p.m., Pastor Tim, Brother Bud's coming to Central Global Methodist Church in Asheboro to speak about the hurricane, the recovery, the rescue, and the rebuilding, along with Helping Hands and possibly Project Santa as well. So we're going to be carrying that live, folks. We're going to try to start about 5:10, 5:15 with a live feed. Maybe talk to a few people prior to it starting. So folks, thank you for joining. Thank you for all your support. And thank you for all your prayers and everything that everybody's doing. And we'll catch you on the next video. Have a blessed day.